Hey everybody, so initially I wasn't going to do this, but because it's Good Travel Day, I figured I would shoot a short video. Today I went to my local protest. I brought a few extra signs in case people didn't have any. I didn't really know who was throwing it. I think League of Women Voters maybe. But anyway, there was probably about 100 people or something that were there. Me being one of them, and I did hand out some flyers for citizens impeachment and for Flair. Very good speeches. We also had somebody sing Star Spangled Banner, and we had the African American national anthem, I guess. It was really cool. I never heard it before, so it was something new for me. So I guess this is what I find kind of odd. Not, I guess we're gonna dive into politics, but not yet. All right. So I had like 5 or 6 different people at the protest come up to me and tell me that I should run for something, like run for Congress. They're like, you should run for Congress. And I'm like, I didn't do that, but I was thinking in my head, me? Like me? This little shy? Mm-mm. I don't think I could do it. As much as I love this country and as much as I want to make Americans' lives better, I'm too socially awkward for stuff like that. And it sucks because I have the heart and the passion and the fire. I just don't have that social aspect. With that being said, there was a lot of talk from the speakers, and there was some talk in the crowd that I like to discuss as well that I found very interesting and almost, it was like odd because it was like historic, kind of like we went over a bridge, like arm's length and everything. I couldn't do that because I was carrying my umbrella, I was carrying like 3 signs, I was carrying my microphone, my purse. I couldn't do that. But I did carry my signs. Everybody was pretty quiet today. It was kind of odd, but we did the march. Came back. We had some speakers kind of talk about John Lewis and his life and his legacy and what he would want for this country. And Martin Luther King got brought up. There were some really good speeches. That being said, there wasn't a sense of connection, relatability amongst peers, and being told that, hooray, we love having young people, we're glad that you're here. We like seeing young people get active in politics. And I'm thinking, I'm really not that much younger than y'all. I mean, maybe like, I think it was like, I told them 2006 is when I started protesting, and that was in the middle of the Bush administration. But anyway, okay, so being told that I should run for Congress was a big, like dang, I was told I have an aura. I don't, I'm sure nobody feels an aura through a freaking video screen, but I was told that I have an aura and that people feel like I can make a difference, I guess. For me, being a trauma survivor and going through my addiction part of my life, I'm the type of person I'm an open book and I don't ever want to hide anything. So growing up with and I hope she doesn't hear this, but growing up with a narcissistic mother that's controlling, I've gone through a lot of things. I've gone through a 2-year really really bad relationship that I don't even want to begin to describe the horrors of. Yes, and my family's been dysfunctional for a long time. But anyway, enough about my family. So it's just kind of like, I feel like my mental health issues would get in the way of Congress or any other official position that I took. So, and with that being said, I do think we need stronger leadership. I would love to be that. It's really like touched my heart when they said that to me. Just because I don't know, I want to be that change. You know, our country's literally on fire. It's on fire, hyperbole speaking. And so many Americans are just like, oh, I hope it gets better. You know, like, oh, this is terrible. What's happening? That's terrible. I had to pause the video because I heard a noise outside. It's kind of like it sounded like, no, I'm not schizophrenic or anything, you guys, I promise. It's just, I live on the west side and occasionally there are noises like outside my door or outside of the window and it freaks me out. So, could be part of my PTSD, etc. Anyway, I rant too much. That's another reason I couldn't, I don't think I'd be a very good lawmaker or hold any official position in the White House or otherwise. I would love to, and it felt so good to hear that from people. But the other thing I wanted to talk about while at the protest was it was fantastic. The silence was a little odd. I'm not going to lie. I'm used to protests with chants, and I brought my microphone, and I guess I should have started one. Impeach, convict, remove Donald Trump, impeach. You know, like something like that. Or eat the rich. I don't know. You guys know what I mean, but like there was a group of older people behind me, and they started talking about oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this again. Like, we had to fight for this in the 60s, and here we are, and I'm just like, is that gonna be me if I get old? Like, my goodness, like with the way things are going, it feels I'm not gonna say that though, but honestly, it's like, is that gonna be me in 60 years I mean, not 60. Oh shit, it'd be like, would that be me in like 30 years or something like that, you know? Because I'm gonna fight for our civil rights too. And yeah, I might be like close to 40 or whatever, but you know, okay. I'm not afraid of Donald Trump. Honestly, I have some words for him. I wish I could talk to him face to face. I'm not afraid of nothing. I don't know why people are. I personally, this is my biggest issue, and I know we're like kind of far into this video, so I'm going to try to get to my politics. Alright, so I've seen some word going around via news outlets, etc., that the MAGA Republicans are trying to pass the SAVE Act by September. For those of you that don't know what the SAVE Act is, it's a law that would be passed that would disenfranchise millions of women voters mostly, and also the minority. I know one way that it does that is you have to have the same last name on your birth certificate or ID that you were born with. So if you got, like, say you got married, you couldn't vote. There's a lot of married people in this country. So that would be one way that they could possibly keep themselves in their positions. And that is what I think Trump has in his mind. I think that the reason that the Republicans are basically committing political suicide is because Donald Trump probably promised them that they were not going to lose their seat and that they were still going to get the, the tax breaks, and that they probably get dark money. And we don't know, but there is no other logical explanation as to why the Republican Party is acting this savage, why they are basically under the spell of MAGA, which is its own little cult thing. People literally get in, like, sucked into MAGA, and then when they finally wake up, they are extremely ashamed of themselves. They apologize profusely. And, like any good, reasonable Democrat or, I guess, independent person would just kind of be like, hey, you're here now, so welcome to the resistance, welcome to the family. And the people that hate, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's all I gotta say to you. For real, think about it. Like, why you got we need more people on our side. We need more people fighting with us. This is not a fight that Congress is willing to make without some serious pressure from us, and also us pushing at the news to report the truth rather than all the propaganda that they're putting out there that's ruining our families' lives, your grandma and your grandpa and your mom and your dad. Like, people talk about all the time how Donald Trump has basically torn their family apart. He's not only done that, he's putting innocent minorities, primarily like Latinos and people of color, and putting them in concentration camps. And it's like we're on the verge of another world war, but and we're also so divided that I mean, there's literally been political violence within the last month or so, and I wouldn't be surprised if we end up in a civil war. So we have civil war danger. We're in an actual war. We have tariffs that we have to deal with. We have that stupid, big, beautiful bill coming at us. Gonna take effect anytime, and we're all gonna lose. A bunch of us are gonna lose our health care. I don't know if my autistic son is gonna keep receiving that hurts. That one hurts a lot because I really like his therapists. I think that he's doing really well with them. And I'm starting to wonder if that's why his OT is trying to teach me some of these techniques to use at home that she does with him over there. Because she really wants me to work with him at home and do a lot of the OT stuff that she does there, but do it here. He's burning this country down. That's my point. This is not only affecting me, and I know it. Like, my neighbors are getting affected. My beloved Mexican community is getting affected, and I love Mexicans. They are the best people. They're family oriented. They'll help you out. They've got the funniest stories. My dad is hilarious. I don't know. It's just all this is not normal. And it can get overwhelming. And I know not just for me. Like, maybe that's why the protest wasn't so big today. because people are starting to get burnt out. And we need to impeach Donald Trump before 2026, or we may not have free and fair elections. There's a reason why Donald Trump is allowing the Republican Party and the MAGA people to act a fool and hurt Americans and rob us blind just so they can get some fucking tax cuts. Mm-mm. Come on, guys. Don't let them do this to us. This is our flag. Let's take it back. Alright? And with that, I yield back.